We back with another soft analysis. Okay, we got jaredvaldeiz. Yeah. 121 average of 5 on 5x5 centers. He's fairly consistent, about 23, 25. It's pretty good. That's like, yeah. Edges are crazy inconsistent. 2.5 years, 3 to 7 hours. So, whoa. 3 to 7 hours for 2.5 years to 120 is pretty solid, I think. Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's not, nah, that's like average, I guess. Let's see. Just tear this average apart. Cube isn't magnetic. That's step 1. Pay to win, baby. Pay to win. Oh, wrong video. Gotta pay to win. Pay to win. Not really. Don't buy it. You don't need to buy magnetic cubes. You don't need to. Alright, let's start it up. Non-magnetic cubes, though, are just, like, really rough. Quick note right here. I guess I'll do some notes as we go through. Usually I watch at least a full solve. So you're in this case right here, right? So you essentially got, where's the 5x5? Which one is this? Oh, this one sucks. Where's my good one? Alright, so you're in this case and you got, it's like a pretty normal case. You got, so you're in this case right here, right? And you need to finish the center. And in general, for 5x5, you don't pull this corner out. So what Valdeiz does is he pulls this corner out, so you can make it the full bar on the E slice. But the thing is, for corners on the last bar, if it's a 6 or a 7 and there's middle pieces, you do pull them out because you kind of have to. Corners you don't pull out because what's going to happen is, if you get to this case, if you're really smart about it, you forced it to end up like this, and then you do a quick 3-move insert. Or alternatively, you're here. And the worst case for this is you essentially do that, which is gonna be is like just as many moves as pulling it out and then making it, but it's all in one motion, so it's a lot more fluid and faster. All right. I like the bar save there. It's good stuff. Very important to be doing stuff like that. But was just like a little nitpicky here. Like, you already got the bar on right. You don't need to really move it to the left. You could. It's like whatever. It's not a big deal. All right, not bad. That's an incorrect U, but a little weird of a start there. I don't know what you were doing, but oh, why does everyone do this? Ah! Alright, you, like many others, you see this right here? Boom! Rotate! Rotate! 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. All with the thumb. I saw one guy do it well like this once. And if you can magically do that, that's okay, but no rotations allowed. Left thumb stays in this piece. Or you can do it like this if you want to. I don't really care. But you can't rotate. No rotations allowed. Just stop doing it. It's going to suck for like a week. You'll get over it. Just stop immediately. That's key. Very important. I made the transition one time too. I used to do that also, so don't. I've gone through that. It stuck for like a week. This is also like 8 years ago, but. So normally I wouldn't, these finger tricks right here, like that finger trick, the push, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I kind of go off and on. Like, I don't think it's the greatest. I think the fact that you can do it this well on a non-magnetic cube, you're probably going to get, you'll probably when you get a nicer cube, it'll be alright. So if you can, just be aware, kind of try out different options for that. The U-wide 3, U-wide prime 2 might be faster for you. Whatever, the biggest thing I'd say is like pick it's got to be consistent and fast. Consistency over, like you'll take consistency over most things. Because like, especially in a competition, your consistency usually drops down. So you want to be, you want to pick something like, just because you can execute it every time at home doesn't mean as much. You can see this cube misaligning because of garbage, no magnets. Pay to win, baby! Your 3-3 stage would definitely help a lot. I can just see, it's like, you can see like right there, stuff like that. Like you can see the cube misaligning because there's no magnet to it. It just, alright, it's not, like, I'm not going to really rip on it. Like, if you don't want to buy it, like, you see you practice 3 to 7 hours a week, so it's definitely just like a casual hobby. So there's no need to spend a bunch of money on a cube. You don't need to spend like $60 on a cube, like, for like just a hobby. But they do make a big difference. The one thing I'll say is, like, if you say like this speed's not useful, I would say I kind of like think that starting out with better hardware is a better idea, just because there are some things that you can do on a good cube that you actually can't do on a bad cube, and so being able to like get good at those finger tricks is kind of a good idea. There is the negative side of like I have really accurate turning because I have to, versus like I can't do new age finger tricks because that wasn't possible, but I can turn really accurately because it was required. So like, which one's better? I'd probably say new age finger tricks. But you know, there's like kind of pros and cons to each. But I think just like being better at new age like finger tricks is like, you don't need to be as accurate nowadays because of better cubes. But I like that. Good stuff. Good edge pick. Bad edge pick. What? Yeah, the hell was that? You have blue and white completely flipped. So I don't know what. Okay, you don't. Oh no, I just saw blue and white and I was like very confused what was going on. I was like, okay, the turning is too fast. There's a lot of rotations. Like count the number of times you do Y2 or whatever the rotations where you flip the whole cube over. It's like it's too many. There's just so many rotations left and right and up and down, and like it's just like a lot of rotations. I might look a little more harder about why. Yeah, no magnets. Might want definitely recommend turning a little slower, especially on edges. Maybe on centers. Centers seem pretty solid, like he mentioned. Okay, 5 seconds for center one though is not good. It's a lot of time. What happened here? So I'm trying to think I'm trying to see what his first move is, because green is obviously the easiest. I don't know what he did, but let me just show you how to do this specific case. It's hard to see what oh yeah, Jared's in chat. I haven't asked him anything. He didn't say anything. You know, Jared, feel free to like mention stuff if I mention something that you don't really do anymore. I don't want to be giving you outdated advice. So you got this case right here, green right here. So I don't know what he does, but he ends up in a case where he goes like, I think he goes like that or something. I don't know, but he does like 2 moves. The thing is, that wouldn't be too bad, but he does like 2 moves before it. So usually I prefer this case where it's like you make the T and then you make it like that. This is fine. Oh wait, what was it? Right. Or if you're here, another option is you go like this. That's fine. Even doing this, or if you have, oh, it was like this. So even doing this is fine. I think, I don't know, something was weird though with that center start. So just make sure you're doing one of those, because like, it looked like you did 2 moves and then did what I showed, and I was like, yeah, it looked like there's a lot of moves. Like 5 seconds at center is, alright, good. This is important. He does it correctly, but I just want to make a point of it. So, right here, you're at here, and you can either, sorry, whoops, you're right here, and you can either do, you have a box, you have a 2x2, and you have this extra corner piece. You can stop here and do an R wide prime, but you want to pull out this corner, because it's only one way to pull out the corner, and he does, so that's good stuff. Two things that are incorrect in like this. You do like 6 moves and you make 2 mistakes. It's pretty impressive. It's like right here. You're right here, right? So you're right here, and you see this. Now you have this corner piece right here, and you want to do what you want to do is you want to make all this whole bar in one. What you do is like you just put these 2x1s together, and then you do another set of moves to put this together. Also, given that, that's like another weird set of moves because like it's just weird. Like make sure you do the whole thing in one. What you wanted to do here is you wanted to do a U first. So right here, do a U, and then do the same set of moves, and it will just make the full bar. Also, since you're right here, do R wide U, R wide prime. It'll be faster to finish this bar off as opposed to doing a double rotation insert. Also, I'd recommend getting good at, this is something I suck at. In this case, it's not as big a deal, but like, I'll bring it up later when it shows up. Alright, nothing solid. Just because this is something I'm bad at, you should be better than me. Actually, never mind, that was fine. Good, I do like this. I do like the fact that you pause, you don't do any moves before you start your edges. It's important to like, you want to like don't do any unnecessary moves, but then your edges start and like, selection is just, so these aren't as bad. These must be a lot better. Like these are honestly, what the those edges were like way better than the other ones. I was like about to start saying stuff about them, they ended up being okay. Which makes sense because this is like probably the best solve of the average. Oh, learn a better OLO for that. There's a really easy one. Also learn a better ePerm. Oh my god, learn some big cube. Go to Felix's website. Go to Cube Skills. Just look at his big cube sheet if you're like interested. Like it's not mandatory, but like just learn them. They're way better. Yeah, it was obvious there that yeah, it was pretty obvious that edges were better on that solve. I want to look at last 4 though. Okay, so Johnny, tell me in chat what the hell you're doing right here. It looks like you're pulling... It looks like you're trying to pull them out so that you have... It looks like you're trying to pull them out so you have like 4 unsolved like right here. But you're doing it in this weird way. Like, you can go like this, pulls them out. Or there's another way, I forget what it's like. It's like... I should do it. Like, the thing is, like, you can do this. Not bad. There's another way to do it where it's like 2 moves or something. I forget. There's like a really fast. There's supposed to be like a really fast way to do it. I don't know. But there is a better way to do it. Like, I do like the fact that you're pulling them both out, but in some cases, since you're not using full cycle, I wouldn't. Like, it looks like you're kind of just like always pulling them out as opposed to looking at what you have first and then pulling them out, which is always like. It's like right here. Right here. This is the red and blue piece. You're a slice away from solving a whole edge with no setup. I just go ahead and do that because there's no obvious cycle case here. Instead, you're pulling both the pieces out, and then you're doing the same slice you had before. And then another slice. Like, there's no reason to pull all your edges out if you're not going to cycle. And even then, a slice and a full edge is probably pretty good. I just go for that first. I like pulling out all the edges, though, but you got to at least be doing some cycles. Like, you don't need to be like super master to your cycles, but you should like you should be definitely be doing them. Okay, good. You did your last 2 edge cases. Important to know. Cross could use some work. Yeah, just a bad OL uphill. It's like whatever. Yeah, another 4.5 second first center. Like, Start trying to plan your third bar, like the whole center. I recommend trying to plan more of it. Well, like what exactly was? I think that was good. You're just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure that was good. Let's see. You two, are you? Yeah, that was actually, wow, I'm impressed. Okay, that's solid stuff. That is the optimal for this case. It was actually a really nice case. Boom, right there, right there. There's another. You can do it 2 ways actually. Like, actually no, that is the best way to do that case. Never mind. That is the best way. There's no other better way. There's no other way to do it in 6 moves like that. Or 7 with setup, but 6 execution wise. Just bad case, unfortunate. Look like you got a little mixed up there. Oh, this is big, this is big, this is big. This is probably present in other parts of your solve as well. So, okay. So right here we're at, let me set this up because this is actually really important. Okay, so say we're building white, and we have what do we have exactly? Okay, this is what it is. We're building white. We have green solved down here, right? We're building white. So we have to do, we match this up here with the U2. So now green's down here, and the initial reaction Johnny has is, oh, that's not right either. No, it's, okay, so we're here. Say we're here in this position. Building white, match this up. All right, we're gonna make our full bar, right? And now we're gonna go ahead, and our initial reaction is to make this full bar, and then we're gonna reset, make our green correct, and then we're gonna insert over here. No, we do not wanna do that at all. That's actually like really bad. What we wanna do is, so we can cancel this move, make the bar, and now green is right here. So we go to the left, bring green up, and go all the way back down. It'll save you like a bunch of time. This is like a really big, that kind of core concept of being able to, like, you're working on your next center. It doesn't matter where this bar is as long as it's in these two, one of these 2 places. Even if it's like over here, as long as you know where it is and are tracking it and like don't mess it up. Like right there, I messed it up like an idiot. But yeah, that's the kind of really important stuff to know. Zach White also fell victim to that. Big point right there. That's actually like one of the most, that's like really important. Oh, something about this edge pairing just looks whack. What is that rotation like? That rotation right there, I hate this type. You don't do this. This is so bad. You lose your entire place in your center, like your edges. Like, how do you recover from that? Like, boom, boom, boom. You're looking at this stuff, boom, boom. Also, just try and rotate less. Like, the reason you're rotating so much is because you don't see a good option immediately, and then you flip over. It's kind of the same thing in the last analysis, where like you like need to do something immediately. Like, doing rotations because you don't see anything is just as bad as doing U moves. Like, even it's actually even worse. Like, because it takes so much longer and it like breaks your whole thought. Like, there's usually something good right in front of you. You don't need to rotate for it. 5-5 not quite as often, but like almost always. That's like honestly. So I see you attempted. Oh yeah, you mentioned this in the thing. You attempted the Brendan Valance last case. Honestly, I think that's good. I think attempting it and messing it up is better than not trying at all because you're practicing. You're still getting faster. You're at the point where like 120 is the point where going to competition is fun to get some good times, but it's not too big of a deal because you're gonna be so much faster as you practice a little bit. Always good to be trying out. You got to try out that new stuff. You got to be trying out that new technology because just don't worry about it. I like that for sure. Also, it's practice. It's definitely a good time. Oh, overlay. It's definitely a good time to be messing around with stuff in practice. So the TPS in the centers is pretty quick. It's not too fast, but I would recommend slowing it down just a little bit. Because it is a little choppy. Edges you definitely should slow down, just by the way. Right here, okay, so you got... okay, never mind. So, you're working on your last bar in yellow, and I would say you should save this blue bar with a U prime, but you're actually in a good spot here. You have this green 2x2, so you just, as long as you don't mess this up, like say there was this green 2x2 was over here, I'd say save the green 2x2 because that's your next center, but you already have it saved, so just make sure you don't, like, it's just important not to mess that up. Good stuff there. Good. There's actually a better case for this. No, I don't like that. Yeah, it's not as good. Okay, so if you instead, what you should do is right here, do a U2, assuming this blue centers the U face. Do a U2, and then do the same moves you did. That will leave this 2x2 back here and the corner right here. And then instead of doing a double com, like a com essentially, like you have to set it up. What are you? It'll leave you with. It'll leave you with this. Is if you did a U2 first and then did what you're about to do, it'll leave you with this, which is faster than doing like this. I don't like that as much. And it takes note. It's not that. That's kind of nitpicky, but it is better. Weird looks like doing this like yeah. Like rotate. This is not okay. Like right here. This all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We rotate it all the way around the cube. That's killing you. Like you can see all the pieces, unless the pieces are on the backside, in which case you can look with. Okay, so the options for the pieces are if you're looking on the top side only, they're either on top, they're here, or they're the back. Doing this is like just killing you. Just go like you can just do this. Like this is not the greatest, but like or like that. Just like rotating like this is terrible. It's just absolutely murdering you. It's just like really, really hurting. A little bit of a cube bobble. Big deal. Alright, kid, you knew both those edges were there. Solid stuff. Right here, this case is a great, perfect setup for a cycle. You already had it there, and this is an MOA. I definitely recommend doing a cycle right there. Fell victim to no magnets. Oh, there it is. Ah, good work, good work. Got that cycle going. All right, solid stuff. Really, well, I don't know if you like did it. Like last four edits, it just kind of seems like you don't know exactly what's happening. Is kind of my takeaway. Oh, learn all your cases, dude. You know some of them. You gotta learn all your cases. Like it just kind of seems like you're not exactly sure what's going on. You can't track your edits very well. Like especially with like how you're pulling onto the top side. That's like kind of weird. I definitely recommend trying to like tracking those a little better. There's a 3x3 tip right here. You have like a bunch of options to like. Sledgehammer this pair right here. You have no edges oriented going into this. You got no edges oriented right here. Sledgehammer this, so it'll set up a couple edges, so maybe you get something better. Oh wait, maybe not sure. I forget what. You should have sledgehammered at some point, but not that case. But all right, overall, pretty solid. Centers were pretty good. I'd recommend spending a little bit slower TPS and centers just to kind of track a little better. Edges way slower. The picks were odd. Rotations are weird. Stop doing rotations as much. Like try and find what's in front of you before moving on. Same tips in like the last guy. And then other than that, one sec. And then last four, I like pulling them out onto the top, but make sure you're doing that efficiently. And if you're gonna pull them out so all four are like right in front of you, right, like here, make sure you do some cycles, or at least you don't have to like do masterful cycles, but like do cycles to like solve one piece at a time. Then you can move on for that. And that's